switch. They don't really want to start a ride. They don't really want to start a ride.
Coming up next, it's a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, he's won more bonuses than any featherweight in the UFC and WEC combined. Here is Killer Cub Swanson, the longtime pride of Palm Springs, California, training out of Jackson Wink MMA, Joel Diaz boxing as well. And more often than not, Joe, this guy has delivered. His crowning achievement to this point, though, according to a lot of people, that fight of the year victory over Duho Choi back at UFC 206 in December of 2016.
Cub Swanson is one of the most unpredictable and accurate strikers in the UFC's featherweight division. His mobility, his ability to cover distance, and his unpredictability make for a devastating combination.
Well, nice to see this young fighter healthy and making the walk here tonight. His takedowns are just incredible. High amplitude takedowns, great technique, explosion really with every shot, and seemingly no telegraph as well. So even a fighter with good takedown defense, more often than not, is not going to see this guy's shot coming.
This guy is an excellent striker. What he wants to do is utilize his footwork, his takedown defense, and land hard strikes to get the victory.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Swanson is 10 years his senior. The rest is roughly identical. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 25 wins, 10 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Palm Springs, California, Cub Swanson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Arnold Almighty! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready?
All right, we are underway here from Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. All right, Cub Swanson ready to go here, round 1. This guy is a master martial artist, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, as creative a striker as there is on the roster. Power in all limbs. We'll see how Swanson strategically chooses to attack tonight. Joe, how does he approach this particular challenge tonight?
Cub Swanson is a very dynamic striker, and his kicks are one of his best options. And this is a bit of a chess battle here.
Finds his range with the jab.
Cub Swanson with a vicious leg kick. Oh, he got cracked.
Well done.
Tags him.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own. Clipped him with the jab. Well, he established the jab early and going right back to the well here. Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch.
That one hurt.
Effective strike there by Swanson.
Missed the mark.
Oh, uppercut to the head. Going to the body there with the right kick. He landed that inside leg kick. Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. Oh, he found the target there. That'll work. Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Swanson. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Oh, this could be good. He's got the double underhooks now. Hook in the clinch there by Swanson there. That knee might have landed there. Right on the button.
He transitions to the tie clinch.
Wow!
Cut's in trouble. Huge shot with the
shot
hook.
is true. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, straight right. Swanson's attempt there is blocked by the
This is crazy. Oh my goodness.
Round 2 next.
Circle away from that side.
Let's see some of the action here. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Incredible striking on display in that round.
The beautiful Brittany Palmer with us. Second round underway.
Starting off this round, you gotta think he's probably still hurt from that last round. He's gonna want to move and avoid taking damage early. Cub Swanson is oh, he tagged him. He tagged him with the right hand.
Man! Oh!
What a wild exchange! He hurt him with that hook.
Swanson's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now.
Huge uppercut misses.
Swanson gets lit up by that straight punch.
Misses a huge hook to the head. And a nice 1-2 with the right and the left.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2. Well, he's landed some excellent shots in this fight tonight, but more often than not, it has been one and done. So the emphasis now moving forward, combinations. Throw your punches in bunches and really try to force the issue and get your opponent out of it. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round. Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Switching stances here.
90 seconds to go. How about that shin? Oh! Swanson looking for what would be a huge finish for him. Final minute. Swanson's got the double underhooks here on the clinch now, Joe. Let's see what he can do with it. .30 seconds to go in round 2.
Tying up here in the clinch, working to get an advantage. And he goes to the knee to the body. Oh, big knee to the body. Superman punch.
And it sounds on round 2. And there is the horn. Big 5 minutes for him there. Great round from Swanson.
Big knockdown. Very important, significant damage. Probably won the round. Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Check it out again. And let's see that again.
Ariane Celeste in the building as usual.
Ready?
Third round underway.
Whoa! This could be it right here.
Very nice leg kick there by Swanson there. Oh, he just continues to land with a high volume of strikes here. Not unlike the previous round, Joe, and at least if his body language is any indication, he is not slowing down whatsoever. Can we show you the total strikes?
Oh! He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble. Man! Huge right-hand shot that got him the victory.
Yeah, Joe, beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight.
Caught him right there, had him in all sorts of trouble. Great angle here. Boom!
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Bruce Buffer
has the official decision.
Referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 24 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Swanson!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
To be acting gracious, and on my business, leave no traces. Underestimate the boy, I'll leave you headless, necklace as a fashion statement. Sweat pouring, let it mix with the gasoline. I say the spark was a fair warning. Flew to the other side of the world, I can really go and flex in a new foreign. My head well like blocking again, like blocking. I move too quick, only hit it. One more for the mausoleum. I pack out shows in the Coliseum.
All right, coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Daniel Kelly and Lyoto Machida. So here he is, the talented karate practitioner, former UFC light heavyweight champion, the inimitable Lyoto, the Dragon Machida. Still going strong, north of 37 years old. Had to deal with a lengthy suspension, but Machida is back, seemingly better than ever. One of 5 fighters in UFC competition with more than 3 knockouts. Also really one of the more feared strikers this octagon has ever hosted. One of 12 Brazilians to realize a UFC title.
Lyoto Machida is the most successful karate stylist to ever compete inside the octagon. The former UFC light heavyweight champion has a very unique and difficult style to solve.
right, the accomplished judoka making his way to the octagon. You hear the crowd. They're excited to see this guy in the big show, and really makes judo entertaining in modern-day mixed martial arts. Certainly the judo background gives him a nice arsenal of sneaky trips and takedowns, and a lot of different ways to get the fight to the ground that a lot of guys on this roster haven't necessarily seen. So we'll see if the judo practitioner can get off to a good start in this, his UFC debut tonight.
This guy is an elite submission fighter. What he wants to do is get this fight to the ground where he will have a distinct advantage over his opponent.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Lyoto, the Dragon Machida. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, Daniel Kelly. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta.
You ready? You ready?
Fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Lyoto Machida is perhaps the very best fighter at lunging in with unpredictable striking. His sniper-like attack is very confusing to opponents, as well as his unusual karate stance. His takedown defense is highly underrated. He also has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, clipped him with the jab. Joe, your thoughts on what we'll see in this matchup tonight?
Lyoto Machida's left hook is one of his finest weapons. He has spectacular timing with it. Oh, good left hand.
Oh, huge block. And
Oh,
he lands
good
a big
left
left hand there.
Beautiful body shot there, too. Oh!
2 minutes have gone by here, round 1. Kelly gets caught by the straight punch. Try to establish that jab. Oh, nice jab up top by Daniel Kelly. Machida gets caught with that punch. Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
That one hurt.
Counters with a right hand. Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Punch is blocked. Kelly gets caught by the inside leg. Connects with a right. 45 seconds to go here in round 1. Machida's cut is only getting worse here, Joe. Man, is that thing bleeding. So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round.
Nice shot.
Back to the jab now, no good.
Oh, that was a big left hand he connected with.
So a strong 5 minutes down.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Very impressive striking going on in that round.
That's right. Look amazing. Now you should smile blood. You almost had him out this time. I want you to...
The lovely Brittany Palmer getting the round 1 assignment.
Okay, you ready? Round 2. Ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, so second round underway. A little bit of a feeling out process, I guess, in that first round. Entertaining action on both sides. Nothing that wowed the crowd necessarily, Joe, but your thoughts ultimately on what we saw over those first 5 minutes.
Caught him with a punch.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Lands a punch there, Joe. We show you the total strikes. Well, when you lean in like that, you're going to be vulnerable to those straight punches to the body, and it landed right there. He left the body wide open, and his opponent took advantage. The Dragon Machida gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Trying to establish that jab once again. Nice punch by the judoka, Daniel Kelly.
Good short punch there.
Well, he's landed some excellent shots in this fight tonight, but more often than not, it has been one and done. So the emphasis now moving forward, combinations. Throw your punches in bunches and really try to force the issue and get your opponent out of it.
He hurt him. He's stumbling. Hard straight punch.
Working on a single leg here.
Nice takedown.
And he connects there, Joe.
Back to half guard now. Passes into half guard.
Joe doing a nice job here, staying busy from the bottom.
He's now working from full guard.
Going orthodox now. Gets the inside leg kick to land there. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. How about that chin? 45 seconds remain in the round. Well, Joe, you got to fault the strategy here. I'm not saying he bet on the opponent, but he's moving right into that straight punch and right into his opponent's striking range. He would be wise to get his head off of the center line and stop leaning in. Oh, effective strike there by Machida. Almost, oh!
Kick to the face. Man, what a round, what a round. Let's take a look at some of the action in that round. Here's a huge kick that stuns. And here's another devastating kick to the head. And let's check it out from a different angle.
That's right. He's winning the slugfest. That's the type of fight he wants. And let him think this last...
Thank you very much. Ariane Celeste is here.
All right, last round. You ready? You ready?
Third and final round here.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off.
Well, just as he did in the pre... Oh!
This could be it.
Blocks the shot. He didn't miss with that uppercut. Machida's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Kelly gets caught by the inside leg kick. And he connects with the punch there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, Joe. Really starting to pile up when it comes to the body strikes in the latter stages of this fight. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Machida. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Inside leg kick is there by Machida. Kelly's strike attempt there is blocked.
Big punches.
Well, if you're going to leave your body that wide open, you're going to pay the price, and he certainly did there as his opponent lands flush to the midsection.
That one hurt.
Machida gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
He's hurt. He's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on.
And he landed the right hand there.
Great exchanges.
And now starting to slip off that jab. Just missing on the uppercut there. Able to check the high kick. Well played there to avoid the clinch. 45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Final seconds of the fight. Machida gets tagged by that stiff jab. He's got to get that guard up, Joe.
Wow.
All right, so this one will go to a decision, and this one might receive some bonus money as well. Close fight. Both fighters went toe-to-toe in the center of the octagon. A lot of significant strikes landed on both sides. We are very curious to see how the judges saw this one. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest in 9:28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Lyoto, the Dragon Machida.
Well, some question whether or not Lyoto Machida was capable of this type of performance tonight. Well, the former UFC light heavyweight king certainly answered all of those questions and then some with his skills and his handiwork tonight. This is a hard guy to simulate in training, of course, and his opponent just did not have much in terms of answers tonight.
I came to do damage, not hurt anybody. In the same club that used to turf everybody. I put in 25 hours, I outworked everybody. Turn down big money, I know my worth, I'm not anybody, don't.
It's a middleweight matchup between Jacare Souza and Johny Hendricks. A 4-time All-American wrestler at Oklahoma State University. Here is the former UFC welterweight champion, Johny Hendricks. This is a man who sent bodies flying across the octagon when he was in his prime. Realized the UFC welterweight title back at UFC 171 with a unanimous decision victory over Robbie Lawler. So now Hendricks up a division at 185 pounds, still holding on here, Joe. And the power, they say, is the last thing to go. Johny Hendricks still has it.
Johny Hendricks may have the best one-punch knockout power in all of MMA. His left hand may be the single most devastating weapon we've ever seen inside the octagon.
So here is the ex-gym product, Arnold Jacare Souza, a guy who many believe right now at present is the best middleweight in the world. For much of his UFC career, he has been on the brink of a UFC title shot. Perhaps there is one coming down the pipe, but you can be sure when it does, Jacare Souza will likely be favored by odds makers to win that UFC middleweight championship.
This guy is a leg lock and arm bar specialist. If he gets a hold of a limb, you are in deep trouble.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Hendricks is 34. Souza is 38. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 18 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Johny Big Rig Hector. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Arnold Jacare Souza. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, the veteran, draws the opening assignment here. And we are underway here live from Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. All right, so here is Johny Hendricks back competing at 185 pounds as we get ready to go with round 1. I know a lot of observers are interested to see how he approaches this one tactically. Does he go for the takedown, which figures to be there, or choose to strike with a very gifted striker? Time will tell. Oh, lands a huge kick, Joe. All right, so here we go. First round is underway. As a submission specialist, look for him to go for the early takedown attempt. He's going to want to take this fight to the ground, at least at some point, and try to set up a submission. Oh, strong hook to the head there by Jacare Souza. Punch coming, it's blocked. Big Rig gets caught with that punch. Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe, and make the requisite adjustments. Oh, Hendricks gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Effective punch there by Jacare Souza there.
Jacare with a nasty leg kick.
And now he's got that. He's got him hurt here. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Rocked him with that right hand. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here.
Controlling him from behind. He's got full mount here. Hip escape, nice hip escape.
Less than a minute to go now in our opening round.
He's in full guard here. He's looking for the triangle. Throws his other leg over. He wants to lock it in place. He's got the knee over the ankle, pins down, push the arm across the face, pull down on the head.
And
oh my God! Round was almost over, but he sunk in the submission and got the victory.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result.
And one more time, beautiful technique here on this triangle for the victory. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they match-make him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Jacare.
So a dominant effort out of Jacare Souza here tonight as he celebrates with his corner. The question beckons, will this win and the nature of it be enough to get Souza a shot at that UFC middleweight title? It is a crowded pecking order at 185 pounds, but prevailing wisdom is that Souza could not have done more with this main card showcase here tonight.
The DA on my way here. I made some millions on my way here. I seen you coming on my way here. I let my ass off on my way here. Benny Yaga with the brain bust open.
All right, coming up next, a welterweight tilt between Nate Diaz and Hector Lombard. A pro dating to 2004, here is Hector Showweather Lombard, a judo Olympian, represented Cuba in the Olympic Games back in 2000, and when he made his UFC debut at UFC 149 in 2012 against Tim Boetsch, he brought with him a 25-fight unbeaten streak. This was a guy who was mentioned with the best middleweights in the world for the better part of a decade, and you better get your hands up tonight. More than 20 wins by knockout for Hector Showweather Lombard.
This guy is a judo specialist. His clinch and his takedown are outstanding, and his submission game is very good as well.
Proudly repping the 209 in Stockton, California. Here is the longtime UFC welterweight and lightweight staple, Nate Diaz. It's hard to imagine any fight that Nate Diaz is involved in not being pleasing to the masses. Of course, no bigger moment for him than shocking the world with a win over Conor McGregor at UFC 196.
Nate Diaz is a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter with an impressive record of submission victories. He's also got a very active and effective boxing style. Look for him to throw a huge number of strikes while this fight is on the feet.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach as well. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Hector Lombard! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA! Ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our third man in the octagon.
You ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Well, good to be back at the Peru here in Newark, New Jersey as we get underway. All right, here's the forever powerful Hector Lombard ready to go for round 1. You know about the power. That is a huge staple to his game, and really he's got the highlight reel to attest to it. We'll see how Hector Lombard chooses to approach this particular challenge tonight.
Excellent movement here on the ground. Working the rubber guard.
All right, the first round is underway here. You got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches can do damage from both sides. And even when fighters know what's coming, oftentimes they are unable to stop it.
Full guard here. He's getting off some very nice ground and pound here. He's working from his back now. Perfectly timed sweep. Grabs his ankle, pulls down on his shin. He's gonna throw that leg over. He's got that. Throw that leg down. He's gonna push that arm sideways across the face. Outstanding. Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, Joe, that was quick, but can't say that we're all that surprised with this result here tonight. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He wanted to be efficient, knew he wanted to get this fight to the ground and let his submission skills take over. Outstanding effort, even better technique here tonight.
And here's the end of the fight. And one more time, beautiful technique here on this triangle for the victory. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Nate Diaz!
All right, so the celebration is on in the 209 and beyond. Congratulations to Nate Diaz, yet another big UFC victory here tonight. And he just continues to add to what has been a remarkable legacy. Certainly his series with Conor McGregor resulted in him becoming one of the bigger superstars in UFC history. But a lot of that hay was in the barn beforehand. Nate Diaz has a massive following, and on the strength of this performance tonight, it is a following that will only continue to grow.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left be working in the right, coming right back. Yeah, I left to get it right now, right back.
It's a women's bantamweight title fight between Alpha Cat Zingano and Cris Cyborg. All right, here's the #1 women's bantamweight contender. She believes for a while she's been the best at 135 pounds. She's making the walk tonight, staring down the champion. Confidence, not an issue. Fear, not a factor. We'll see if this talented #1 contender can shed that label and leave with a new one as the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her. She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and the same reach. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, presenting the challenger, Cris. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Alpha Cat Zingano!
All right, this is for the championship bout. I want you guys to do a clean fight. Follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Good luck tonight. Touch gloves.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Here we go. First round. You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with this championship fight. Will we crown a new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion tonight? Let's find out.
That one hurt.
Zingano gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Nice punch by Cyborg.
They're going after it quick here.
That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. She did a real nice job there avoiding the clinch. Doesn't want to be there. Effective punch there by Cyborg.
Passes to half guard. Beautiful sweep. Looking for the rear naked choke. Got the arm underneath the chin. That choke is locked up. Looking for that choke. Traps that arm. Very nicely done. Any second now, she might be forced to tap. That rear naked choke is locked in tight.
And that will do it.
set it up, close it off, got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, you can tell she's been working on her submission, so no surprise there, but a perfect setup on that choke, and I think even better finishing instincts to make sure she sunk it in deep and ultimately forced the tap. High-level stuff there.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out. And still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Alpha Zingano.
So after an emphatic submission win here tonight, she remains the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, and this arguably is her most dominant performance here tonight. A lot of people thought this was a qualified, credentialed #1 contender, and she was, but she proved no match for the champion here tonight, and the celebration is on. Hard to blame them after this result here tonight. Congratulations to the and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.